All right. Moving right along, we got to talk about Britney Lynn Spears, and I'm going to dig deeper on this situation, and it's going to take me some weeks to do because I really want to go through all of the paperwork and all of the history, but I definitely just wanted to report on the fact that Britney Spears and her father, who actually has conservatorship over her, full conservatorship, all right? The father was recently denied a request in court, and according to not only Britney's attorneys but other attorneys in the industry that are familiar with this case, even though I'm looking at all you industry attorneys a little funny. According to the streets, the judge is slowly starting to see where Britney is coming from. They're slowly starting to understand that her father, James Spears, is not in the right mind, and he really shouldn't be someone who has full control over his daughter. But for right now, they can't really think of who else to put better in his place. And for some reason, they will not let this woman be a free woman. I am a part of the Free Britney movement, damn it. And I'm gonna dig, damn it. And if I gotta be the pioneer of this shit, then I will. Because when you look at this woman, and you can't tell me that she don't have the same look in her eyes that Anna Nicole Smith did. Do y'all remember her? All right. And you know that look that comes in her eyes, you know their look, the spirit that comes over them when you say certain words, almost as if there's a chip implanted in them that gets activated and starts malfunctioning at a moment's damn notice. All right, we looking at Britney, but we ain't seen Britney for real since what, the mid 2000s. The life, the soul in her eyes has been gone. Because this is a woman that's literally being held against her will, all right? Not by chains, but by this and the law, which is even damn worse. Ain't no slavery worse than mental slavery, all right? Now, I'm not about to channel a Kanye, but I always want y'all to know the slaves outnumbered slave masters. Some people was able to put two and two together. Some people wasn't. It's all mental. Once you control this, the body will follow. Any damn pimp will tell you. And so I want to explain to you guys what conservatorship is. Conservatorship is a court proceeding at which a probate judge appoints a person to assume legal responsibility over someone, usually a close relative, who lacks the ability to manage their personal and financial affairs. So basically, it's like a babysitter for a grown person. It's saying that, whether you're physically, damn, this mic's so good. I know you heard all of that from my stomach and my throat. What it says is this person is either physically or mentally incapable of caring for themselves. They're a danger to themselves or others, and I need to be in control of their affairs. But as we know from certain people out there, that abuse those powers and literally have these old people, regular people that they say they love in slavery, all right? Because they're too lazy to do anything them damn selves, and they have nothing else going for them except to ruin somebody else's life. Anyway, so now what the father was actually going to court for is that he did not want to share financial, how can I put it? He did not want to share financial control of Britney's money and her assets with a trust, all right? Because Britney not only wanted, she didn't want just her father to have control of all of her money. She wanted to have some of her money in a trust, okay? And so a trust, all right, is a legal document which provides instructions for handling assets that's assigned to that trust. So it's basically a way of taking my money and saying, like, I'm not gonna have my own money. I'm gonna put my money in this trust. I'm gonna trust somebody to run it, and it's gonna divvy out money to me, my kids, my beneficiaries, my family, whatever bills need to be paid are automatically paid. When someone passes away, their estate, the estate trust handles all of those bills. It's a way of making sure that things are always paid no matter what, and that somebody always has eyes on your money, and that your money is in one place, okay? Because honestly, a lot of folks out there, you say what you would do if you had millions and millions of dollars, but a lot of y'all blow a stimulus check. And so if you can't hold on to it, that it's no shade. Some of y'all got y'all stimulus check and it was gone the same day. All right. And if you didn't buy a car for necessity, if it wasn't something that you needed, but you bought it on Gucci, Chanel, Louis Prada Gucci, pop them tags. Whatever happened to Carly? Where's she at? Anyway. You never know what you would do with millions and millions of dollars. It's a lot of responsibility and it's very heavy and very stressful. Okay. And so he didn't want to share control of her money with this trust, even though the whole point of the trust is to make sure that her money is taken care of. And so the judge did decide that no, James Spears is going to have some control over her money. The trust is going to have some control over her money. Nobody's going to exactly monopolize her, but we have to ask ourselves, why won't they let Britney go? They didn't even let Britney keep her damn kids. And it's sad. Now, she had this breakdown in 2008, right? They want you to think she had this breakdown in 2008, but the breakdown, it was a combination of things, okay? She was very stressed out at the time. Her career was not going exactly where she wanted it to go. The industry, the paparazzi, people in general didn't approve of her relationship with Kevin Federline. She was dealing with a lot. And I personally believe she was dealing with MK Ultra, but somebody got to Britney and did something or some things to her to where after 2008 she was never the same. Like you can stress somebody out and stress somebody out till they have a nervous breakdown, but to me I feel like there was a straw that broke the camel's back. All right, and when it comes to the industry and these celebs, it's usually somebody close to them that is paid or incentivized to essentially take this star out. All right, the better known as a handler. So is the daddy the handler? Was Kevin Federline the handler? Who was the handler? Was it managers? Was it attorneys? Because in the original conservatorship, it was her attorney and her dad that had control over her. Always remember, when it comes to Hollywood, these people are nothing but glorified slaves. They can't really say what they want, and not in chains. All right, we're not talking about the children that are held on the ground. We're not talking about that today. All right. But what you have to understand is that a lot of them, they can only do certain things. They can only go certain places. All right. They don't have their anonymity anymore. They don't even have control over their social media. They have a bunch of people in their ear. They can't do this. They can't say that. They're always afraid of losing their job. They literally feel bound, which is why you see so many artists talking about slavery, talking about freedom, talking about control. Like listen to songs, popular songs over the last 30, 40 years. Look at albums over the last 30, 40 years. And there are some keywords you're always going to see. You're going to see magic. You're going to see control. You're going to see money. You're going to see freedom. And you're going to see slave. You might not recognize these patterns now, but I'm slowly opening your eyes. Keep them open and just listen to your favorite music. Magic, money, control, slave. What else I say? I missed one. Whoever was listening, say it again, type it again, okay? And so they left court with James still being, her conservator, and really not a lot of progress being made for Britney, but the judge is starting to come around, all right? And here's the thing. Britney has kept herself together. Britney has still worked, even while it's been said that she can't, she's a danger to herself and others, but it was perfectly okay for her to make albums. It was perfectly okay for her to have a residency in Vegas. It was perfectly okay for her to have a boyfriend in a relationship. It's perfectly okay for her to do whatever she wants to do, damn it. But every other aspect of her life has to be controlled. Why? Because if she gets free of her father, she's going to break away from her father. There's a reason why her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, don't deal with the father. She minds her own business, all right? It could be because she wasn't protected when she allegedly got pregnant at the Disney church party. Okay, now then, Britney don't want nothing to do with him. She's pretty much scared of him, all right? Britney's two sons are not even allowed to be around the grandfather anymore because, according to the grandfather, one of the little boys got smart with him, and it sounded like he gave his ass a down-home, old-school Louisiana ass whipping. Now, some of y'all still believe in whipping that kid's ass when they get out of line, but in 2021, you just can't do that no more. And, they put a restraining order out, but James Spears said, I don't give a damn because them ain't my kids anyway. I beat my kids. I heal anyway. Shit. I don't give a fuck about them grandkids. That's how they be. Old school folks be like, if you in my house, I can whip your ass. And if I can't, then you can take your ass home. That's old school for real, for real. Whole nother conversation for another day. But all in all, Britney don't want nothing to do with her daddy. Britney's boyfriend said her daddy is an asshole. The sister say he's an asshole. The mama been moved along from the daddy. Everybody say this man got a problem, but won't nobody let Britney go. Is she going to expose the MK Ultra programming? Is she going to expose her handlers? All right. She is a product of Disney. She was a Mickey Mouse Musketeer. All right. So this girl has been through a lot for a really long time. She has had the brunt of her family's financial burden on her shoulders. She was the mule horse for her family. And some people feel like, you my meal ticket, I'm never letting you go. Hey, Joe Jackson, wherever you are. Hey. Because Michael was truly your damn mule horse. We know that. That's why you beat his ass the most. He was your mule horse, and so was Janet. We didn't give a damn about the rest of them. Just telling the truth.
Are you ready to be liberated? Have you found that you and your partner's love life is boring and you need a boost? Then I got the perfect book for you. While we all locked down on this COVID quarantine, go ahead to Amazon and cop Erotic Liberations. And oh yes, it's very erotic. See, Erotic Liberations is so steamy that it was banned on Facebook, and it will take you to a climax that you have never reached before. See, Erotic Liberations makes 50 Shades of Grey seem like a Dr. Seuss book. It will enhance your creativity, entertain you, and help to raise that freak number. You know, we all want to find our inner freak, you know, that person that we got locked away in a cage, all right? And Erotic Liberations is guaranteed to blow your mind so that you and your partner can blow each other all night. Head to Amazon right now and get Erotic Liberations, authored by Marlon Green and Karen Cream.